It's an honor to be a speaker at this TEDx event today, but before I begin, I need a volunteer. Will someone from the audience please raise their hand if they're willing to answer this question? What are you excited for the rest of the evening? Please raise your hand if you want to be a volunteer. You may put your hands down. I wasn't planning to call on any of you. What I wanted to see was something else. How many of you were willing to come up on this stage, on this red carpet, with so many people watching you? Very few, if close to no one, wanted to come up. For the brave people who did raise their hand, I applaud you because it's truly difficult to be willing to come up on this stage outside of your comfort zone. For the rest of you here, don't get me wrong. Why jump into this unfamiliar place, at this unfamiliar situation, with unfamiliar people looking right at you? It seems like a much better idea to sit back down in our chairs and not raise our hand, even though all of us could have had an answer of what we're excited for the rest of the evening. But what if you always took life's version of sitting in your chair, never raising your hand, never getting up unless it feels natural? Say you go to school, maybe half asleep, you go through your classes, come back home, and maybe do your homework. Or you go to work, same people, same ideas, same perspectives, same projects, every single day. Life starts to feel a little repetitive, a monotonous cycle of days that are duplicates of each other, you could say. Staying inside your comfort zone, we talk to the same people, share the same ideas, and hear from the same perspectives, even though there are billions of people outside with new ideas and new perspectives. Hello, my name is Venkatram Chandra, and this is my talk on how occasionally stepping outside of your comfort zone can benefit you and those around you exponentially. When we take a step back and look at history's greatest inventors, activists, and artists, we can see a common theme within all of them. We know that they got out of the unknown, they persevered through adversity, and got out of their comfort zone. Take Thomas Edison, a man known around the world as the man who invented the light bulb, credited having one of the greatest inventions of the late 19th century. Him and his group of inventors thought inventing the light bulb would be a simple, no-brainer, quick 3, maybe 4-month invention tops. Over 1,000 prototypes, and 14 months later, this was not the case, not at all. They struggled to find a filament material that could power a battery without burning out. They struggled and finally found, over 1,000 tries later, a carbonized bamboo filament capable of running for over 1,200 hours. This paved the way for the first carbonized bamboo filament in 1879 and paved the way for the future of electricity. Without his initial idea to step into the unknown realms of electricity, persevered through adversity while taking over 10 months longer than expected and getting out of his comfort zone, the future of electricity and hardware technology would be nowhere to where it is today. Now, taking an activist, Rosa Parks, widely known around the world and especially in America, where her great act of defiance of refusing to give up her bus seat, her journey wasn't an easy one either. In December 1st of 1955, Rosa, after a tiring day at the Montgomery Fair, decided to take the bus to go home. At the time, buses were segregated, with the white section in the front and a black or colored section in the back. As the white section filled up, a white man ordered 3 other passengers and Rosa to give up their seat and go to the back. This was a custom at the time, so the others quickly gave up their seats, no hesitation. Rosa, on the other hand, had different ideas. She refused to give up her seat, and it was unheard of at the time, and the bus driver got involved. The bus driver threatened to kick Rosa out of the bus if she didn't comply, but she still refused to give up her bus seat and was later arrested that day on civil disobedience. This galvanized the black community in Montgomery and Americans all across the nation as tens of thousands of Americans protested buses and boycotted, walking, biking, taking a car, anything that wasn't going on the bus. This ended up turning into the banning of segregation of buses and was a key turning point in the civil rights movement and American history overall. Without her initial act of defiance of stepping into the unknown by refusing to give up her bus seat, persevering through adversity while facing threats from the bus driver, later arrested, and still faced threats after her boycotting journey, she still continued to make a difference, and getting out of her comfort zone changed American history forever. Greatness emerges when we dare to get uncomfortable. Taking a step back and looking at the comfort zone, we know that is a place of familiarity, somewhere we like to stay, we feel natural in, something with little effort and little risk. The only problem with that is that we experience little growth in the comfort zone. This is where the learning zone steps in. In the learning zone, we talk to those new people, share those new ideas, and learn from new perspectives. Though we'd all love to learn every day, maybe most of us, we all like to stay in there, but it is daunting at times. You may feel doubt, fear, or even failure as you try to learn and grow and learn new things. Even though it may be daunting at times, I like to express the jump by a quote by one of my favorite artists, 50 Cent, who once said, "Sunny days wouldn't feel special if it wasn't for rain. Joy wouldn't feel so good if it wasn't for pain." Staying inside your comfort zone limits life's full expressions and experiences from the highs and the lows. Experiencing life in the learning zone and sometimes embracing those lows can help you reach a new, fulfilling life experience. Oftentimes, we are invited to jump into the learning zone. We've already had an opportunity today, but like we've seen, not many of us take the challenge. Even though sometimes the jump into the learning zone may be a hard one at first, we can start with something small. Maybe talk to someone new, try a new food, or learn a phrase in a foreign language. These small steps help stretch yourself further, and one of these small steps, talking to someone new, is the sole reason I'm here today on the stage giving a talk to all of you today. I like to summarize my entire talk today with a quote that my dad once told me many years ago. It went something like this: "Reach for the stars, so if you miss, you'll hit the clouds below." Even though we would not like to hit the clouds and always hit the stars, there's a deeper meaning to this. The stars are our lifelong ambitions, our dreams, the answer to, what do you want to be when you grow up? These are things far away in the sky that we'd love to hit. The clouds, however, represent failure, a temporary setback, and an opportunity to learn. Even though we'd love to hit our stars anytime, sometimes we may make it as far as the clouds. The thing is, the clouds are always above the ground beneath us. You all show great courage in being here today, and I have a challenge for you all. Find somewhere where you've been staying too comfortable, maybe in your personal life or your career. Find somewhere you've been staying too comfortable and get out into the learning zone. And always remember, the clouds are the lowest you'll go. Thank you.